Aloha, you're watching F5 On Demand. I'm Technical Marketing Manager Peter Silva. We're here in San Francisco at VMworld 2012 at the Moscone Center, booth 1101, so if this gets up and you can see it before 3 o'clock, come on by. And we're fortunate to have Senior Solution Architect for F5, Charlie Cano with us. Hi, Charlie.
How you doing, Peter?
Always nice to see you.
Good to see you.
And so Charlie was one of the speakers, and you spoke about solving the application provisioning nightmare, integrating vSphere 1 and 5.1, I'm sorry, and vCloud Director 5.1 with your application delivery networking services. So what was that all about? Can you give us just a little synopsis about your presentation?
Sure, so it was pretty exciting to announce this at this show. It's an integration we've been doing with VMware, where effectively what we've done is combined our management planes so that as you're provisioning workloads in a vCloud environment, you can also provision and configure all the associated network and security services that F5 provides.
Right.
So it'd be a matter of, from a catalog, you select an application vApp template, and then from the services catalog, you could select an F5 IAP template, provision and configure both of those at the same time and push them out, and ultimately get, an application up and running in an enterprise sort of class deployment in a matter of minutes to hours versus days or weeks.
That's pretty cool stuff. And so obviously reduces all the time, the headaches and the automation and potential mistakes in provisioning something like this.
Exactly, it's very repeatable. You avoid the fat finger syndrome because all of it's been templatized. And it's really just a faster way to provision and leverage automation orchestration within both of the platforms.
And so you spoke at the show, and I know you've been around to various booths and sessions. What would be your take on kind of the main theme for VMworld 2012, or maybe just your overall impressions of the type of messages that are being broadcast, I guess, for lack of a better term?
Yeah, I think probably one of the biggest themes is really around this notion of a software-defined data center. So that really ties into automation and orchestration. Now that we're in this virtual world and cloud computing, where it's very easy to provision these services out and get them up and running, once you start doing that en masse and at scale, orchestrating and automating that becomes the critical piece. I mean, there's just too many moving parts and too many potential for human error to do it all manually. So I think this notion of really, all the different stuff we see at the show here today, a lot of it has to do with how can things be automated, orchestrated, and really come into this new sort of catchphrase, which is the software-defined data center.
Yeah. And so finally, I brought a Sharpie with me and was wondering if you could autograph your little placard here for me.
Why, sure.
And I'll put it up in my home office as a memento of this event. What do you think of that?
There you go, to Pete with love. Charlie.
Woo. See it on eBay shortly. Just kidding, you know that. All right, well, thanks for joining, Charlie. Love seeing you. And so, for my good buddy Charlie, I got Lori behind the lens. Thank you, Lori. I'm Peter, and we're with F5 Networks. Thanks for watching.